Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share this quick and easy recipe for my cassava pone. This is the way that I make it at home and the way my family loves it, so I hope you all give it a try. The process for making the cassava pone is very simple. We're going to start off in the bowl and literally dump in all of our ingredients. So in my bowl, I'm going in with some grated or crushed cassava or yuca. Now this right here is the one that's already pre-grated at the grocery store. If you wanted to buy your own and peel it and grate it or put it in your food processor, you could definitely do that. At this point, I'm going to be going in with some shredded coconut. Now the coconut is optional being that we're using coconut milk, but I like the little shreds of coconut in my cassava pone as well. So I'm putting that in. I'm also going to go in with a lot of freshly grated ginger. I'm actually going to end up adding more later in the process because when I tasted it, it needed some more. And I'm also going to be going in with some black pepper. At this point, we're also going to go in with a lot of nutmeg. These are the three flavorings that I really like putting in my cassava pone. I see some people put cinnamon inside, I see people put other spices, but these are the three that I definitely need in mine. And at this point, I'm going to be going in with some condensed milk. Now what this condensed milk is going to do, it's going to add a nice sweetness, and of course it's going to make it very rich and creamy as well. Of course, if you just wanted to add in pure sugar, you can do that as well, but I like to give a mix of both to add in some richness. At this point, I'm also going to be going in with some vanilla essence. If you had mixed essence on hand, you can definitely use that as well. And I'm also going to be going in with some almond essence. Again, these are only my preferences. If you wanted to omit anything or add anything else, feel free to do so. I'm just going to go ahead and stir everything up very well until all of those spices, the flavorings, and the condensed milk are mixed up very well. At this point, I'm going to be going in with a little bit of brown sugar. What the brown sugar does is it allows the cassava pone to get a nice color, and it also adds a little bit more sweetness. At this point, I'm also going to go in with my coconut milk, and that's what I like to add in because it makes it super rich and it gives it a great coconut flavor. Alright, so I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and pour my mixture into my baking dish. I like to go ahead and line it with some wax paper or parchment paper. The reason why I do this is because it makes for easy cleanup. If you did not want to do this and you wanted to put it directly in the pan, make sure you grease the pan up very, very well or else it's going to stick. That's just the cassava. Whenever it cooks, it gets very sticky. I'm going to go ahead and bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for almost an hour. It might take longer or it might take less time depending on the size of your pan. This right here is a 9 by 13 inch baking dish that I'm using, and it took about an hour to cook for me. If you find that the cassava pone is getting too dark in the oven and it's not done cooking, you can go ahead and lower the heat to 325 and let it cook low and slow until it's fully cooked inside. So what I like to do when my cassava pone comes out of the oven is I like to let it cool right there in the pan, and then I let it cool either overnight or for a couple of hours until it's fully cooled down. After that point, it's super easy to pull back the parchment paper or the wax paper that you use, and it's going to allow you easy cleanup and easy cutting of the cassava pone. As you all can see as I'm cutting it, it's very simple to cut, it's not sticking everywhere, and it's working out perfectly. I like to cut these in nice, sizable squares, and they are ready to serve. I hope you all enjoyed this recipe today. I tried my best to make it as quick and as simple as possible, and in no time you and your family can be enjoying a nice piece of cassava pone at home. I hope you all enjoyed. Please go ahead and give this video a nice big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you're not, please go ahead and click the red subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you're notified every time I post my newest videos, and of course drop those comments down below. Look how amazing this is. Get in your kitchen and go ahead and give it a try.